Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone from around the world. It is great to see you all here today. Janet Legere, and I'm just getting Facebook Live on my phone so I can watch us. And there we are. Look at that. I just want to share that on my timeline so that we get more people in, because there we go. And I hope you guys will do the same. We are live on Facebook, so great to see everybody. Just going to do a quick hello. And we'll be good to go. We have a very special event today in store for you guys. And because of that, I'm taking a little turn of events here and not going to go through the normal things that I go through. We usually do a quick what now lifestyle is about, how to make money and all that stuff. But we're going to pass that over today because we have an extremely special guest here with us. It's good to be back. Don and I were away last week in the Bahamas. Got to tell you, we had the time of our lives. The weather was amazing. The children were amazing. It was a very busy week. I tell everybody I had an exhaustingly phenomenal time, and that's exactly what it was. But it's good to be back. Good to be back into routine, sort of. Like I say, I'd still rather be in the nice warm weather, but the weather here, spring is certainly coming, and with spring, everything is growing and becoming new and alive. And wow, coming home from the Bahamas to all of this was really exciting. And what is all of this? Well, all of this is our special guest today, my very good friend Tissa Godavitarne. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Tissa. It's a real tongue twister. Tissa introduced the 10x blogger system at convention in October, and it just blew our minds then. And since then, if you haven't been keeping up with it, with the changes and the new features, then you need to pay attention, because I don't know. I mean, everything in Now Lifestyle just blows my mind every day, because how simple this is, especially for us internet marketers. There's no other business out there that's as simple as Now Lifestyle, for you to be profitable, for you to be helping people, for you to be doing whatever you want to do. It's all here for you. But we still want more. And thanks to Tissa, we have everything we could possibly need, because, blogging and all that is a missing piece for people. And, it all started with the 10X blogger, and it has just exploded into this tool that, in my mind now, is a must-have tool that you need to find whatever the money you need to invest in 10X blogger. And I know Tissa agrees with me, because he created this. It's his little brainchild. But really, I mean, it's a one-time fee to get this system. And, I'm just going to turn the room over to Tissa, because I need to go into chat mode. I don't know if you have a presentation, Tissa, but I do want to introduce all of you. I think most of you know him. Tissa's been around for a while. I've known him for ever. It's really exciting working with Tissa. He's very professional. He knows his stuff, and he gets things done. And when he makes a promise, he delivers. And this time, let's talk about over delivery. My good friend, Tissa Godavitarne. Welcome. Thank you for being here today. I think Tissa clicked the wrong button. Tissa, we lost you. We need you back up here, my friend. Oh, good job, Mika. I'm glad to hear that.
Okay, can you hear me now? If you can, go ahead and type a yes. Okay, thank you, Janet, and thank you so much for the kind words, Janet. And as you were speaking, I was looking at the folks who are in attendance. I know that there are folks who are watching on Facebook as well. I know that this is going to be recorded. I guess that's your reminder, Janet, to record this. And I was just thinking to myself, I want everyone who is here, who's watching this live, who watches the recording, to understand and really appreciate how invaluable it is to be doing. I know Janet does these webinars constantly with her team members, and for all of you to have such access to Janet, and I know how hard Janet works behind the scenes, and for all of you to have such access to such leadership really is priceless, because so many of us have experienced, building an online business online, or we're trying to get started. And it can be so difficult to have such direct access to leadership, to folks who have achieved results, right? To have demonstrated their ability to build teams and to lift others up and help them get results as well. And so, exactly, Maureen. And so having access to folks like Janet is just really, really priceless and is not to be taken for granted. So thank you very much, Janet, for the kind words. I really, really appreciate it. And I know what you mean. It's kind of bittersweet to come back home. It's like you enjoy the vacation and you love every moment of it, but there's something to be said for coming back home and really just kind of hitting the ground running, right? So, okay, folks, I'm going to jump right into this because I want to demonstrate to each and every one of you in real time exactly what version 2 of 10x Blogger will do for you. And I'm going to assume that everyone here, for the most part, is already familiar with version 1 of 10x Blogger. And in fact, I kind of put together this presentation in my mind, really from A to Z, to explain, from the very beginning what 10x Blogger does for you when it comes to building your Now Lifestyle business. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump right into version 2 because I think most people here are familiar with version 1. And if we have time, then I can, for anyone who might be new to all of this, then I can kind of go back and give you like a big overview of what exactly 10x Blogger does. But before that, thank you, Janet. But before that, let me just preface all of this by repeating something that Joel says so often that is absolutely critical when it comes to building really any business, especially an online business like all of us are doing. And that is the importance of follow-up. Now, I know that everyone here has heard this term being thrown about, follow-up, 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 right? And we hear it so much that I think it's sometimes so easy to forget what exactly follow-up means. And so let me preface all of this by saying that what 10x Blogger does on so many different levels is it follows up with your potential customers, with prospects. So what does that mean exactly? Well, what that means is building that know, like, and trust relationship with your prospects. I mean, everyone here, think back on decisions, on buying decisions that you have made. Everyone here who is on Janet's team at some point never knew Janet. I mean, at some point you did not know Janet. And Janet, being a master at follow-up and relationship building, did her thing, right? And at some point you came to know, like, and trust Janet. And at some point you made that buying decision. And by your thing, what I mean, Janet, is following up, right? And putting yourself out there and sharing content of value and giving people an opportunity to get to know you, to get to know, like, and trust you. And so everyone who is on Janet's team or who joined under, for example, Maureen, who's on Janet's team, at some point came to know, like, and trust Maureen. And that is an absolutely critical aspect of building your business. And it's also the biggest challenge that people face. I mean, for those who may not know, I've been at this now, and I hesitate to say this because it's dating me, but I've been at this business of affiliate marketing, network marketing for about 20 years now. I started in 1999. My career earnings are over $6 million. And I'm not trying to impress you or anything like that. The reason I mention that is because I can say with certainty that every dollar of that $6 million that I have earned online has been due to a purchase someone made after they came to know, like, and trust me. I mean, that is just a stone cold fact. I mean, 90% of sales are made, just in generally speaking, 90% of sales are made through follow-ups, through after relationship building. So let me kind of, give you a real world example that everyone here can identify with. When you purchase those Facebook leads from your Now Lifestyle back office, sending them 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 broadcast messages is simply not enough. It just isn't enough. And that's why so many folks, up until now, so many folks, in all transparency, haven't had a lot of success with those Facebook leads. And it's not because the leads are bad. Those leads that Joel is spending 6 figures a month on in those ad campaigns on Facebook and across other networks, those are great leads. Those are highly targeted, extremely qualified leads. Those are people who have expressed an interest, an explicit interest in building a Now Lifestyle business. Those are the best leads that you can buy. And I know that Janet also has solo ads and sources for solo ads that work for her. So there's no shortage of good leads out there. There's no shortage of quality traffic out there. Where most people are falling short is in the follow-ups, because the fact of the matter is that to build that know, like, and trust relationship with prospects, to the extent that they take one of 2 actions, they either unsubscribe because you have been so relentless in your follow-ups with them and you have been delivering so much value to them that they either unsubscribe or they buy. And that's the goal. But to get to that point, you have to be relentless in your follow-ups, and you have to know how to follow up with your messages. It's not with your prospects. It's not just about sending messages through or broadcasting messages to them. You have to know how to pique their curiosity, how to capture their attention, how to get those messages into their inbox, how to have a subject which boosts your open rates, how to have content that piques curiosity, that gets them to click on those links in those messages, that takes them to a page where you deliver value. All of that is not easy. It doesn't come easily to most people. And the fact of the matter is that it takes time, literally time out of your day. If you're following up like you should be with your prospects or leads, you are sending them at least 2 to 3 value-packed, relationship building, curiosity piquing, attention getting messages every single day. And I'm willing to bet that most people here are not doing that, but yet that is what it takes. That's the level of follow-ups that you need to take your Now Lifestyle business to the next level. And that is exactly what 10X Blogger does for you. We have parallel series of never-ending messages that we send for you on your behalf, which are loaded with social proof, real people getting real results, and they never end. So, having said that, and hopefully by now everyone understands the importance of follow-up, I'm going to jump right into 2 key features of version 2 of 10X Blogger, assuming that everyone here fully understands what version 1 does, right? So when we released version 1 of 10X Blogger back in October of 2018, the most requested feature following that launch of version 1 was that 10X Blogger be able to plug directly into your lead capture system campaigns in Now Lifestyle, which of course include the Facebook paid leads. Now, let me get my desktop sharing going here, if I can figure it out. Okay, so Janet said to click on the desktop icon in the upper right, which I see, but it's grayed out, Janet. What am I missing? How do I share my desktop? Anyone? Okay, hang on a second. Janet says it should work. Yeah, when I click on the desktop icon, it's grayed out there.
I'm really not sure why, because they're black for me. And you're in as I gave you all mod access. Just let me double check.
Well, I'm showing up as a speaker on the right. Should I be a moderator?
You are a moderator.
Oh, I am. Yeah, Maureen says that I'm a speaker, not a moderator. Maybe that's the issue. Because the link that you sent me, I came right in. I didn't actually specify. I didn't have the option to specify like moderator.
No, you're a moderator. If you undo,
I am.
if you let go of the talk now, you'll be up there with moderator with me. That's where you were when you came in.
Okay, so
what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit the room and come back. When I exit the room, it may bring those.
Got it.
Back up. So I'll be right back.
Okay, Janet, thank you. Oh my goodness, I got to install. Okay, hang on. I got to, I don't know if you folks can hear me. I have to install an extension for Chrome. Hang on a minute. I'm not sure if you folks can hear me. If you can still hear me, at least let me know that you can hear me. Okay, thanks. All right, so I clicked on desktop and then start sharing. I had to install an extension. Aha. Okay then. I'm assuming, I need to select the screen. Okay, share. I'm catching up, folks. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Maureen. We all go through this. Hey, listen, proof positive. You don't have to be a geek, even though I am, to master this stuff. Okay, my screen is being shared. All right, thank you, Steve. All right. Thank you, Don. Okay, we did it. Yes. All right. So I'm going to assume that everyone can hear me, that you can see my screen. So I'm going to go into, and I'm not going to be able to see the comments, so bear with me. I'm going to go into my Now Lifestyle back office. Okay. Now, as of course we all know, you have your lead capture system, which is sort of these pre-built campaigns, right, that Now Lifestyle has created for us. And then we have our autoresponder where you can create your own campaigns, right? So I'm going to start out with this lead capture system here, and I'm going to speak to that request that everyone had following the release of version 1. And that is, how can we connect 10x Blogger's follow-up machine to the lead capture system campaigns, in particular, the Now Lifestyle paid leads campaign. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it, and it's going to absolutely blow your mind, okay? Now, I actually have a campaign running with the Now Lifestyle paid leads, so I'm not going to mess around with that. But what I'm going to show you applies to all of these lead capture system campaigns. So I'm going to go to the Fiber Challenge campaign, lead capture system campaign, because I know there's nothing in there. I'm not sending any traffic to that, okay? So I'm just going to use this as an example. If you look closely at my Fiber Challenge campaign here, you'll notice that there are no follow-up messages. Okay, the same thing applies to your paid leads campaign. I think initially there are like 3 or 4 very generic messages, but there are no follow-up messages, okay? This is the first half of version 2 of 10x Blogger. And we have how-to videos everywhere that show you exactly how to do this, right? But I'm going to log into my Bloggle back office. Bloggle is basically the engine that drives 10x Blogger. And what I'm going to do is you log into Bloggle. I'm going to click on follow-ups like I just did here in the top menu, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter my Now Lifestyle password here. And as you'll see, it says, please wait, getting your Now Lifestyle campaigns. And look what happens here. We retrieve all of your lead capture system campaigns from your Now Lifestyle account. And there are 12. I think pretty much everyone has 12 of these campaigns. And all you simply do is select the campaign or campaigns that you want to connect to 10x Blogger. And so in this case, I'm using the Fiber Challenge campaign, right? So I'm going to click on the Fiber Challenge, and I'm going to load messages. Now, this is going to take a couple of minutes, literally, and here's why. Because what we are doing, and we do this for each and every campaign, is we start you out with a series of 60 follow-up messages. And I'm going to show you an example of those follow-up messages in a moment, but they are absolutely loaded with social proof. Real people getting real results. They're very professionally formatted. They're designed for deliverability into inboxes. And as many of you have noticed, when you log into your Now Lifestyle autoresponders, there's that first big field where you put the HTML for the message. Then there's another field where you put the text version of that message, which is always recommended because including a text version of that message typically increases deliverability, even though most people these days can very easily view HTML messages. But from a deliverability standpoint, the text version of the message is very important, right? So we start you out with these 60 messages. So in fact, I'm going to do the math here, okay? So this is per campaign. So 60 messages times 2, because we have 2 versions, text and HTML, okay? That's 120 messages that we upload for you per campaign times 12. That's 1,440 messages that we have created for you, that in a matter of minutes, literally, you can upload to any and all of your campaigns. Now ask yourself, how long would it take you to write 1,440 messages? And not just any messages. I'm talking about messages that are very professional, that are well formatted, and most importantly, are loaded with value and are giving people real world examples of real people getting real results with Now Lifestyle and 10X Blogger. That is the nature of those messages, okay? So that's why when you undertake this process, notice how at the bottom it still says, please wait, something in progress. Well, it just changed. Now it says uploaded 60 HTML text messages to your Fiverr Challenge campaign. So let me go back to my Now Lifestyle back office, and I'm going to reload this page. And look at what happened here. I just reloaded this page, and look at this. We're using a success leaves clues theme to all of these messages, right? I'm going to scroll down, and you're going to see that there are now 60 messages in this campaign alone, which are going to be sent out now automagically to all of your paid Facebook leads. Well, in this case, it's the Fiverr Challenge campaign, right? But I could have just as easily done this for the paid leads campaign as well. And so stop to think about this for a moment, folks. Let me go back to, let me stop sharing here for a moment. Actually, I'm not going to stop sharing because I might lose my sharing. Think about this for a moment, folks. And I know I've got this tunnel effect going on here, but think about this for a moment, folks, because the reason this is so exciting is because if all you wanted to do, if all you did was own the Now Lifestyle products, use 10X Blogger to follow up with the paid Facebook leads or your solo ad traffic, whatever the case may be, because I know Janet's using that as well for her team members and it's working great for all of you. If all you did was just feed the funnel, so to speak, okay, just feed the funnel with traffic. Every month you should be investing some amount. You should have an advertising budget every single month, just like any other business does. So you know what you can afford to spend on a monthly basis. And if all you did was just feed the funnel and send, purchase traffic, and that traffic gets sent to your lead capture page or your paid leads campaign, 10X Blogger does all of the heavy lifting and the relationship building for you. And I mean, if that's all you did, and you did that consistently, and I do mean consistently, month after month after month, you are going to get results. There is no doubt about it. You're most welcome, Carrie. You are going to get results. There is absolutely no doubt about it. And then if you go just a step further, okay, where, like Janet just said, you personalize some of the follow-ups. Maybe you do a broadcast. Maybe in addition to these follow-ups that 10X Blogger is doing constantly on your behalf, you personalize things. You add some of your own character or value to the follow-ups. Maybe you do a broadcast every now and then, or maybe you put a video out there to further enhance that relationship that you're building with your prospects. I mean, that is when things take off. That is absolutely when things take off. And I'm here to tell you folks, when I look back on the success or the results that I have had, there were always two things. There were always two things that I had that I had in common with all of those results. And that one was there was always a system. You have to have a system in place to scale your business. You don't have the time to write 1,440 messages or however many messages, 60 messages, not just write them, but write them in a manner that's compelling and attracts attention and so forth. You don't have that kind of time or perhaps the know-how. And even if you did have the time, who wants to spend hours a day literally crafting autoresponder messages? That's after you figured out how to navigate the autoresponder interface. And for a lot of us, that's very easy to do. But remember here, folks, the name of the game is duplication. We want our team members to come along, and we want to be able to provide them with a super easy way to build that relationship, to create those follow-ups without them stumbling over the autoresponder and how to write these messages, right? So let me very quickly give you an example. Hold on a second. Here's an example. That campaign, which I just uploaded to my Fiber Challenge lead capture system. Here is just one example. And like I said, there are 60 messages featuring real people getting real results. But here is just one example of the type of message that is sent, where it's very well formatted. It's real people, excuse me, getting real results. And then they click through, they follow the clues. We're using this follow the clues theme. They click through to that. They come to a customized page like this where it says, congratulations. That was actually supposed to be Seb. I was using Seb as an example and it became Feb. But anyway, so it's, congratulations on following the clues. And then we have a video here. This entire page is designed for conversions, and all the email messages in this Success Leave Clues campaign link through to this really personalized page where we have this video here. And then below this video, we have two videos which walk them through exactly what they need to do to follow the clues and follow the steps that all of these other people that they've been hearing about in these emails, who are real people getting real results. We walk them through either their Now Lifestyle back office, if that's what you're promoting, or SendShark, if that's what you're promoting. We walk them through their back office and tell them exactly what they need to do to follow the clues and follow in the footsteps of those people that they have been hearing about who are getting results. And that is exactly what most people need. They need to be handheld and told, okay, you know what? They've seen the social proof. They're ready to make that decision. They believe in the product. Now they want to make that purchase, make that step. And here's where we show them exactly how they can upgrade their accounts, become resellers, whether it's in Now Lifestyle or whether it's in SendShark, excuse me, and how they can avail themselves of 10X Blogger. Let me go back to this real quick here. I'm looking at the comments here. Yeah, exactly. As Maureen said, there's no hard sell. There's by design, there is no hard sell in these follow-up sequences, folks, because, and I mean, I could speak for hours about this, but the hard sell simply does not work. You have to share, like Janet just said, you have to share good information. You have to build that know, like, and trust with your prospects. And that is how their comfort level is raised and they're ready to make that buying decision, right? One other thing I wanted to point out here, going back to the Now Lifestyle back office, is that with version 2 of 10X Blogger, everything that I just described to you, I mean, you only set this up once, right? And then from that point onwards, whenever you're purchasing Facebook leads, 10X Blogger is sending these Success Lead Clues messages out to them. The other question that often comes up that folks have is, okay, that's great, but what happens to all of those Facebook leads that I've already purchased, right? Because so many of us have invested in Facebook leads that are sitting in our Facebook campaign, which are essentially dormant because there's no next follow-up date for them, because maybe you sent a few messages to them, but they're no longer in any type of follow-up sequence. Well, with version 2 of 10x Blogger, you can take all of those Facebook leads, or really any older leads that you have in any of your lead capture system campaigns, and you can reactivate them. And so no matter whether you bought those leads back in 2018 or 2017, you can still squeeze new life out of them by putting those older leads into 10x Blogger's follow-up sequence. And keep in mind, and that's huge, because you invested in those leads, right? You invested in those leads, and you want to get a return on that investment. And I'm certain that most people have not extracted all the value that they can get from those leads. Janet with a question, how do we do that? And that's another great example of, let me just see if I can find this very quickly. Here I am, Janet and I were chatting right before the webinar. This is when you purchase 10x Blogger, we build what we call a dashboard for you, right? And here I am, I'm logged into Janet's dashboard, right? And I'm just going to scroll through this very quickly. And in this dashboard, you will find, I think we're up to 14 or 15 videos that show you exactly how to get started and show you in depth everything you need to know to take full advantage of 10x Blogger, including version 2. Like here, for example, connect your Facebook leads to the 10x Blogger follow-up machine. That's an in-depth video showing you exactly what I just described and told you how to, and very briefly showed you how to do. Like right here, one 10x Blogger to follow up with older Facebook leads that you purchased. No problem. Just watch this video in our Facebook group. So that video explains exactly how you can connect 10x Blogger to your older Facebook leads. And that's just an example. But you have this dashboard which has all of these videos that shows you exactly how to take advantage of all of the 10x Blogger features. Yeah, as Maureen said, it's very, very easy to do. The second feature, and we're at what, 12:32 now? So, okay, fine. So, yeah, exactly. It's like having new leads again, all over again, Maureen. The second feature of version 2 for 10x Blogger, I'm just going to try to demonstrate to you, just like I did, as easy as it was to upload those messages to your Now Lifestyle back office, connect 10x Blogger to your lead capture system campaigns. Oh, before I forget, one other thing. Hang on a second. Let me click on follow-ups here. Speaking of follow-up messages, also in Bloggle, you'll notice that we have this share code, okay? Now, remember how in Now Lifestyle, we have the lead capture system and we have the autoresponder, right? Now, the autoresponder is where you can create as many autoresponder campaigns as you want. And this, of course, is a hugely powerful feature. And you're going to see why in just a moment, because watch this, okay? I'm doing this in real time. This is live. So let's hope everything works. I'm going to go into campaigns. I'm going to list my campaigns, okay? And I just copied that share code from the Bloggle back office here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste that share code right there. I don't know how many of you folks are using the share codes, but they're really, of course, extremely handy, especially when you can create a campaign like that, which has 10x Blogger's success leaves clues messages in them, like I just described. I'm going to click on get campaign. Successfully copied. It's going to reload this page here in just a moment. And here is the campaign that I just created, okay? The shared campaign for 10x Bloggers 2. Of course, you can rename that campaign to whatever you want. But most importantly now, I'm going to click on follow-ups again under messages. And I'm going to go to the campaign that I just created, which was the shared campaign for 10x Bloggers _2. Click on that. And once again, I'm going to show you that same very powerful feature. In literally less than a minute, I created a brand new autoresponder campaign using a share code that was preloaded with these 60 initial success leaves clues emails. And keep in mind, I keep saying initial 60 because what you are able to do is log back into Bloggle periodically and upload the next batch of 60 new follow-up messages. That is how you are supposed to follow up with all of your leads, your Facebook leads included. They should never, ever expire. You should never, ever run out of messages to send any of your leads. You should always have them in a follow-up sequence. Always. They should never, ever expire. And your goal is to get your leads, your prospects, to take one of two actions. Like I said, either they get sick and tired of you and they unsubscribe, which is fine, but that means the rest of them are going to buy. So, that is the attitude you need to have when it comes to follow-up. It is so absolutely critical. Let me go over to the chat here very quickly. Right, exactly. So that's a perfect segue into the second core component of version 2. And you're going to absolutely love this because of what it's going to do for you when it comes to building your Now Lifestyle business. And remember, folks, we have what we call features, and then we have what we call benefits. Okay. Now, I just demonstrated to you a feature where you can connect 10x Bloggers follow-up machine to your lead capture system, your Facebook leads campaign. I just showed you how you can create an autoresponder using 10x Bloggers, share code, and so forth. Well, those are all features, and they're just that. They're only features. The benefits are what matter. And what matters in these cases is that you are able to build a solid relationship with your prospects without you doing any of the heavy lifting, right? So with that in mind, the other feature that we launched with version 2 is what we call the blog page builder, which is a really boring name for something that is so powerful. I'm going to show you how that works in just a moment. So here, I'm logged into, on your dashboard, you will have your login information for the blog builder. Now, you do not have to know WordPress to know how to use this. In fact, you can't by design. You're not able to install plugins. You're not able to do a lot of stuff that you can do with full-fledged WordPress because you don't need to. And we're trying to keep this as simple as possible, okay? So basically, with the blog page builder, you can create as many pages on your blog or just straight lead capture pages as you wish. And I'm going to show you and try to demonstrate to you in real time how easy that is to do, okay? So let me show you some examples that I created first, okay? This was for some videos that I made. But here, for example, is an example. Here's a blog page that I created using this editor that we have for you. And keep in mind that all of the content you see on this page, with the exception of this video and the text right below it and that call to action, everything else is already created for you. I mean, the header images, which you will be able to change, by the way, all these recent posts, everything at the bottom here, the archives, all of that is done for you, okay? And the beauty of this is that you are now able to really establish yourself as an authority, because think about it, if you're not familiar with me or 10x Blogger and you land on a page like this, where there is this video where... Hi there, hang on a second, my dog Bentley is here. Well, this will take a while. But you land on a page like this, my first impression as a prospect is that you have this website, you have this blog that is loaded with content. Here you are welcoming me to your blog. You have this call to action, subscribe to positivity, which, by the way, if I click on that, it takes you to the lead one example of the lead capture pages that 10x Blogger builds for you. And that's how you can get people into your follow-ups as well. But wherever people go on this blog, I'm looking at the recent posts, and here's something about, a laptop, a beach, a little work ethic. I click on that. Well, lo and behold, it's that recent post that Joel made just a couple of days ago. Again, there's more social proof here, and who better to build know, like, and trust than Joel, right? And all of this entire blog and all of the posts and calls to action are customized with your link and your name. So to someone who's looking at this for the first time, you are really positioning yourself as an authority, because this is your website and it is loaded with value, right? And with all these articles that we curate and leverage for you, even when people leave your blog and they read, for example, this article that you shared with them, we're still following them. Look here in the lower left, brought to you by, in this case, someone else, because I'm cookie to him, right? At Now Lifestyle, and there's a call to action. All keep, throughout the entire process, we keep your Now Lifestyle offer in front of them, right? But let me show you how easy it is to use this, this page builder. I'm going to give you a very, very quick example. Is everyone still with me here? Let me just go over to the, everyone can still see me and hear me. Okay, great. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Okay, so as part of 10X Blogger, you get a login to an interface which looks like this. Here's how easy this is to use. I'm going to create a lead capture page. In this case, let's make a lead capture page for Elevate Extreme, right? I'm going to click on pages at the top, add a new page. I'm just going to call this like, you know, LCP 3, lead capture page 3. You can rename this to whatever you want. I'm going to publish it. I'm going to launch this big green button, Thrive Architect, which without a doubt is one of the best page builders out there. It is undoubtedly on par with ClickFunnels, for example. That's no exaggeration. It's super easy to use, and you're not paying any monthly subscriptions for this. This is included in your one-time purchase of 10X Blogger, right? I'm going to launch the architect, and it's such a amazingly simple interface. Watch this. Now, I could create a page very similar to the one that I just showed you with like a video that I made or what have you. Well, in this case, I'm going to create just a fresh lead capture page. So I'm going to click over here on the right. And again, I know I'm going quickly, but there are many, many how-to videos that show you how exactly to create these kinds of pages, right? So I'm going to select a template and look at all these preloaded templates for you. And these are just a set. So like you can expand a set, like I'm going to pick this one right here. And then for each set, you have like the lead capture page, you have the thank you page, you have the sales page. They all work together, right? So I will grab, let's see, I'll grab this one right here. I'm going to choose the template. It will load this up here in just a moment. Excuse me. So here's my template. I'm going to change this. Now I'm doing this on the fly. So just keep that in mind. Of course, you would give it more thought, right? So how about simply the best way to burn fat and boost energy or something like that. You get the idea, right? Very simple to use. I'm just trying to demonstrate to you how easy this is to use and what you can do with it, right? So there's a video here. I'm going to click on that video. Over here on the left, I can specify the source of that video. So what I'm going to do actually is just yesterday, I posted this in the Now Lifestyle group. Just yesterday, Joel, let's see here. Joel has put out the team over at Now Lifestyle. They're doing some great stuff with the videos, and I posted a couple of links to those videos, and just bear with me. I want to see if I can find them. And by the way, if you have 10X Blogger, you should be in the 10X Blogger for Now Lifestyle group, because if you aren't, well, there's Maureen's. Maureen, a great example of using the blog page builder to build a relationship with prospects. Well done there, Maureen. Let me see if I can find this. I'm trying to find a link to the video. Hang on a second, bear with me. Where was it? Of course, when I'm looking for it, I can't find it, but I know it is here somewhere. Hold on, let me click on discussion again. I'm trying to find the link here. Okay, here we go. Here's some direct links. Okay, so here's a video, for example. This is the Elevate Extreme video. So I'm just going to grab this link, okay? And I'm going to go back over to the page builder. And here you just specify the source of the video. So is it YouTube? Is it Vimeo? In this case, it's just a custom link, right? So I'm going to choose custom, going to click on choose video. I have the URL, the link to that video, right? So I'm just going to paste it right here. Again, I know I'm going quickly. All of this is explained in detail. I just want to show you how easy this is. I'm going to insert that into the post. Voila, there it is, right? Now I'm going to change this text at the bottom. Get your free, now I'm not saying you should hand out samples, but just for the sake of this example, get your free sample today. You get the idea, right? Now, I'm not going to show you how to do this because it's already demonstrated in videos, but it's super easy to do. This form right here, you connect this to your Now Lifestyle autoresponder. It takes about a minute to connect this form to your Now Lifestyle autoresponder. And remember that campaign that I just created in Now Lifestyle using that share code? I could, in about 2 minutes, connect this form to that campaign. And so I'm going to end up with this stunning lead capture page that's already connected to my Now Lifestyle autoresponder, which has already been pre-populated with the never-ending sequence of 10x Blogger follow-up messages. You see how easy this is to do? Because all you're really left with doing is just being creative and having fun with all of this, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and save this for now. And I'm going to go back to this page and take a look at this page that took me, hang on a second, took me like 2 minutes to create.
To elevate your performance to the next level with all new Elevate Extreme, the ultimate fat burner and energy booster.
I mean, folks, how easy is that to do? It's like a drag and drop interface. Exactly what Maureen said. Everyone should be creating a new page to advertise each week. This makes our lives easier. And I talk about this at length in the videos and in our Facebook group because, folks, what this really means, what this page builder really is, that's the feature. In fact, let me go back and make some more edits just to show you how easy this is. Let's suppose I want to change this background, right? So I'm going to click on, where is it? I'm going to click on, whoops, hang on, that was templates. I'm going to click on landing page settings. I'm going to click on background style. I'm going to click on the images available to us. You have this media gallery that's available to you. I'm going to pick this background there, for example. I'm going to insert that into the post. Voila, it just changed, right? Very easy to do. Save everything, go back to this page, reload it, and now that background image is going to change. In fact, this was the background image that, there's a long story behind this, but this is the background image that we used for a Sand Shark campaign with the churning rough seas and everything, right? Super, super easy to do. And the point here, that is the feature. That is the feature. But what is the real benefit of this? The real benefit of this, folks, is that when it's so easy for you to create these lead capture pages or pages on your blog, what becomes so easy is now you can really focus on what matters. And that is being creative and making a video. Exactly, Janet. There's no excuse not to do this. And Maureen made a post in our group the other day where she really kind of stepped out of her comfort zone. And she put together she used the page builder, I'm trying to find that post now, to create a blog page, and where she just made a video of herself. And you know what? It wasn't perfect. And guess what? That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect because people don't resonate with perfection. They don't resonate with perfection. They resonate with real people. That's what people identify with. And so here was a video that Maureen made on her blog right there. Hang on, let me play it. Didn't take it very long, or maybe it did, I don't know, but it was super easy for her to do. She had a call to action in her video right there. Subscribe to my daily digest of positivity. And that daily digest of positivity that Maureen is referring to, I'm going to click on her call to action button, takes the visitor to this page. This is a page that 10x Blogger builds for you. And that daily digest of positivity that she's referring to is this. This is a digest that we send out to your prospects. This is yet another follow-up sequence. Remember I said we hit them at least 2 to 3 times every single day with value. And this digest is brought to you by Now Lifestyle, as it says, where you can start a 6-figure home business, da-da-da-da-da. This is all coded to, in this case, Maureen as an example. And these are all posts. Here's the one by Joel. The best part about an online business is people click through to that. There's the post. But that's what these daily digests of positivity are. And we send them out every single day at 1 p.m. Eastern. We are constantly keeping your Now Lifestyle offer in front of your prospects by sharing value. And so when you have features like, for example, this page builder, now because 10x Blogger is doing all the heavy lifting, like what I could focus on here, which is really the fun part, I think, is coming up with these creative lead capture pages and videos and so forth. And I just connect the form to my autoresponder. I don't have to worry now about the follow-up machine. 10x Blogger is taking care of all of that for me. So the real benefit of this page builder is that it is your canvas for creativity. And it is your opportunity to stand out and go above and beyond to cover that last mile in the relationship that you are building with your prospects. Like Janet just said a moment ago, you want to personalize things. I mean, if all you do, I still maintain that if all you do is own the Now Lifestyle products and invest in Facebook leads on a monthly basis and let 10x Blogger do those follow-ups for you, and you're doing that consistently, you will see results. There's no doubt in my mind. You will see positive results. Now, if you go just a little bit further, and while all of that is happening, you start to have fun with the creative process, and you start to step outside of your comfort zone, and you do those videos like Maureen did, that's when you cross a threshold. And that's when people really start to resonate with you, and you seal that deal when it comes to the building the relationship, and you generate results. Hang on, let me go back to the chat here. Very, very powerful feature. Exactly like Janet said, show your personality. That's when you become a leader. And the thing is, let me stop sharing here for a moment because I keep seeing this tunnel vision thing. The thing is, you know, this is where I stopped sharing my desktop, so you can still see and hear me, right, Janet? Okay, great. You see, what happens is, let's kind of put this in perspective, because again, I've been doing this for so long, okay, and I know intimately where people stumble and where they fail, and they get wrapped around the axle. And I know everyone here can identify with this because I certainly have. You get wrapped around the axle in things like, okay, writing a follow-up message, or trying to figure out how your autoresponder works, or trying to figure out how to build a lead capture page and connect that to your autoresponder. People get wrapped around the axle on like the really small but yet important stuff. And so what we are doing here is we're doing all of this heavy lifting for you, where you don't have to worry about the minutia, as important as it is, because it's absolutely critical, and you can just focus on really enjoying your business. And that's what I'm telling you, folks, that's what keeps leaders like Janet going, because so much is either automated, or you have a system in place or systems in place that you're spending most of your time just being creative, building relationships with people, and you're not getting bogged down in the nuts and bolts of how do you do this and how do you do that. That is why the systems are so absolutely important. And that is why I'm so excited about what we have here with Now Lifestyle, because, I mean, and I'm going to close with this. I mean, it all starts with the products. And thanks to Joel's leadership and insight and vision and knowledge, we have some great products, folks, whether it's the Elevate or whether it is the Elevate Extreme. As you can see there, we have some great products. With the physical products, we have digital products like the SendShark autoresponder, which I don't think enough people are talking about right now, because that is just massive value. I have a whole nother video that I'll gladly share with all of you here that you can put on your blog pages, where I go through step by step and I compare SendShark to Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, and Constant Contact. And it's a no-brainer. It really, really is, right? And so we have the products. Okay, great. What's next? Well, we need a marketing system. You can't just, put products on a shelf and expect people to show up and buy them. You have to have a marketing system that builds the relationship, that does the follow-up. Well, guess what? That marketing system is not going to work either unless you have a source of traffic where you're sending traffic to that marketing system. We have that as well, whether it's the solo ads or solo ad traffic, or whether it's the paid Facebook leads in your Now Lifestyle back office. You already have the source of traffic. So we have the traffic, we have the highly qualified targeted leads. We feed them into the marketing system, which is 10X Blogger, which does all of the heavy lifting for you, which helps you generate sales of the physical and the digital products. I mean, we have everything here in one place. And I'm here to tell you that having done this for 20 years, I mean, I've seen all the companies out there, including the billion-dollar direct sales companies, and they're great companies and they have great products. There's no doubt about it. But they don't have the one-stop shopping that we have here at Now Lifestyle between the products, the source of traffic, and the 10X Blogger marketing system. Everything we need is right here, and no excuses sums it up, because the only obstacles that you are facing, if you're watching this recording or the live right now, the only obstacles that you are facing right now are up here. That's it. And if you can get past whatever is up here that might be holding you back, I mean, that's it. Game over. Home run. Because everything that we need otherwise is right here. It is absolutely incredibly exciting. That's why I've been on this high for like the past month, because especially with version 2, it just seals the deal. It just absolutely seals the deal. Yeah, the only thing you need is you. You know, quick story. You know, every day when I pack Emma's lunch, right? 10 years old, she goes off to school every day, and I make her lunch for her. I wish I had, you know, I did take a picture of it actually, but every day, like, I put a note in her lunchbox, right? And it's always something either funny or witty or what have you, right? And so I've been on this like roses are red, violets are blue theme lately. And so like, and I'll have to come up with these like in the morning when I'm just waking up, right? And I'm like, you know, making her breakfast, or breakfast too, and then her lunch, and I'm trying to think, okay, what's my thing going to be today, right? And so she just started. Actually, no, she didn't just start, but the track and field sort of season for her just started, where she's like running, you know, long and shorter distances, and she's doing hurdles, right? So yesterday's note in her lunchbox was roses are red, violets are blue. The only hurdles we face are those in our heads, or something along those lines, because she's doing hurdles as well, right? And so I kind of put a spin on that. And the only hurdles we face are those in our head, which I think at the time rhymed with red. I'm not sure. But it's true. But it's so true. The only hurdles we face are those in our heads, because everything else we need, between Janet's leadership, the products, 10X Blogger, the traffic, we have everything we need, folks. We have everything. Exactly. Good, John. John just said, I just scared myself picturing the avalanche of new contacts coming my way. And John, I don't know if we've actually met, John. My apologies if we have. The name doesn't ring a bell, but I want to get to know you more, because if you feel, if you're able to see the big picture here, and you feel that tinge of excitement, like, or fear, as you just said, you just kind of scared yourself. Perfect. That is exactly what you should be feeling, because once you see what is possible here, once you see what is possible, you will feel that excitement. You will feel that good fear. You won't be able to sleep at night, because now you're getting it, and you're realizing once and for all, like, oh my gosh, you know what? This can be done. I can do this. I have what I need. And so I don't know, you know what, everyone has their own why. Everyone has their own income objectives. For some people, an extra $500 a month is a huge, huge deal. For others, it may be more. You know what your magic numbers are. You know what your whys are. But I'm here to tell you that once you see what's possible, just like John did, and you feel that excitement or that good fear, and you're sleepless because now you're thinking, oh my gosh, look what I can do. Exactly, you're right, you can. That's the beauty of all of this. I could go on and on. Janet, take it away before I just keep going here. Oh, the rotator. I forgot the rotator. Yes, that's right. The rotator sales of 10X Blogger, $500 commissions. And we have a rotator. When you purchase 10X Blogger, you're put into a rotator. And I think to date, the rotator has paid out over $80,000 to 160 people. So yeah, we have this rotator, which works really well. Thank you, Janet.
That's awesome, Tissa. I hope did you guys enjoy this? Do you see the magic here? I just want to know, do you see the magic? Because if you're not a member of 10X Blogger yet, and you're a member of Team to Profit, you can join 10X Blogger directly with your sponsor. If you're not a member of Team to Profit, you'll find the 10X Blogger in your back office at Now Lifestyle. But if you're part of Team to Profit, make sure you log into the back office, click on the downline builder, and get signed up. So you're just going to click on the downline builder, and then you're going to scroll to the bottom of the page, and you'll see the Bloggo link there, the Bloggo logo, and that says Order 10X Blogger, and you just click on that to sign up where it says click here. And then when you're done, after you signed up, and it takes a little bit of time before the gremlins get everything set up for you, and you're going to get an ID number. That's your affiliate ID number, and you're going to come back here and put it in the downline builder so that as you sponsor new people into Now Lifestyle and bring them over to Team to Profit, they will be able to follow you into Bloggle as well. So yeah, it keeps everyone honest, keeps your downline integrity, keeps your team together, and that's what we're all about here. And this, I'm just telling you guys, if you don't have the money for 10X Blogger right now, make a note. Put it on your desktop that somehow you're going to find that money to get this, because I hope after today especially, you see how this can automatically grow your business and take away that fear that you all have. That fear of following up consistently, the fear of being able to say the right thing to them, the fear of getting them to take action. That's gone. There's no excuses. Everything is here. You just buy the leads and then do your own personal follow-up. None of this takes that away, guys. Okay? Hate to tell you that. None of that takes the personal follow-up away. But what it does, it allows you to really and truly personally follow up, to be able to email your leads when you have something personal that you want to say, so they can really get to know you. This allows them to get to trust you because you're giving them so much value. And if you don't see the value here, I don't know. Let me add
if I can, Janet, if you don't mind, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but two very important points that I was just reminded by one of the gremlins who just texted me and reminded me to mention this. Two very important points, folks. And I've already gone on record. I did a webinar last night where I went on record saying this. So it's absolutely true, and it's not gimmicks and it's not hype. With version 2, those two features in version 2, the page builder and the seamless integration with your lead capture system campaigns, those two features in version 2 were not part of the original vision or blueprint, if you will, for version 1. And so because of that, what I will say again with 100% certainty is that the price of 10X Blogger will be going up. That is an absolute fact. The price of 10X Blogger will be going up. And the main reason for that, quite honestly, is because you probably have no idea what goes on behind the scenes when it comes to dedicated servers and gremlins and programmers and all the brain power and time that goes into building and maintaining 10X Blogger. So the price will be going up. And quite frankly, it is worth more than the current price. So if you're going to buy this, keep in mind that the price will go up, so you want to act sooner than later. Plus, along with the price increase, there will be a monthly subscription. And a big part of that monthly subscription has to do with the page builder, because there are always ongoing costs, recurring costs with a feature like that. So as of now, there's no price increase and there's no monthly subscription, but there will be a price increase in that one-time payment, and there will be a monthly subscription in the future for this. So if you're going to do this, you want to do this sooner than later. Act now, exactly. And that's just a fact. And I'm going on record as saying that. And it does mean increased commissions as well. The second thing I wanted to put out there, Janet, just for your team is that, and this is only going to be for 24 hours. And yes, I'm creating a sense of urgency by design. But anyone who purchases from your team, Janet, anyone who purchases 10x Blogger within the next 24 hours will get a one-on-one 45-minute session with me where I am going to walk you. And Janet, you're welcome, of course, to hop in on this if you have the time. But the point is you're getting a 45-minute session one-on-one with myself and Janet, if she's available, where I'm going to walk you through exactly what you need to do to get 10x Blogger up and running, completely optimized for your objectives. And that's my time, in all frankness, folks. But I'm happy to do it for anyone who makes that decision. If you're showing commitment to building your business as the creator of 10x Blogger, I'm more than happy to show my commitment to you as well. So that's valid for the next 24 hours. Anyone who purchases the next 24 hours gets that 45-minute one-on-one with me and Janet.
I just want to let everybody know that means that you have until Thursday, March 14th at 1 Eastern. Okay? Deal's done after that. Okay? If you sign up, because you only got 24 hours. But you know what? If you're thinking about it, if you're even pondering a little bit, don't. Just go do it. Log into the back office of Team to Profit, get registered, let the gremlins get to work for you, and let's get you booked up for that one-on-one so that you can really take ownership of your business, because that's what this is allowing you to do, is really and truly take ownership of your business and do the things that have held you back. And we all know there's many things that are holding you back. With all of that Tissa has done here at 10x Blogger, no, the only excuse is right here in your head. So that, I mean, even to say you can't afford it, that's an excuse, because somebody who really wants to make this happen will find a way. So let's help you find a way. Tissa, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for today. You blew my expectations out of the water. You gave us exactly what I was hoping for our team and for anybody that's watching the replay. If you're not seeing the value here, this isn't the place for you.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure, Janet, and thank you for the opportunity just to share what 10x Blogger is all about. And it's folks like you that make 10x Blogger a better product. And by that, what I mean is when leaders such as yourself recognize the value in it and you're sharing it and you're wanting to share it with your team members, that makes it a better product. That old saying, a rising tide lifts all boats, or yachts, as I like to say. So thank you for the opportunity, Janet. I really appreciate it. And I go back to what I said at the very top of this, which is what I hope everyone here who's on Janet's team recognizes and appreciates the value that she provides just on account of providing access. Janet and Dawn, it's really priceless. You folks are really, really lucky.
Oh, thank you, Tissa. And I love working with you. It's been an honor to work, kind of side by side for many, many years, and it's been fun to meet you and hang out with you in person.
Oh yeah, we have fun.
It's just, guys, I think by now everyone here at Now Lifestyle is very real. And you're part of our family. We want to help you succeed, because when you succeed, everyone succeeds, the company succeeds. And that's what this network marketing is all about, is working together as a family so everyone succeeds. This is where to find us. You know that we are available. Even when we were in the Bahamas, we were still checking in every day. You guys are awesome. I love you all. Tissa, big hugs. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.
Take care, guys.